Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, Internet. Craig Chamberlain here with IT Life. I am just a guy, an IT guy, 2 kids, trying to live his life one day at a time. And that's what this video blog is all about, or video blog / vlog is all about. Yesterday ended up being pretty good. As good as I would expect it to go. For those of you who don't know, I went out to do a startup for a program that I have been writing. The machine is a tapering machine. It essentially starts at one end of a giant aluminum pole and tapers it down as it goes along the pole. And my program allows it to taper down to a smaller diameter at the end so that it can, maybe be used as a flagpole or to interlock or all kinds of interesting things. But needless to say, we were out there for a while, dealt with normal startup stuff. I don't know if you guys ever do any field work or let's say you're in computers and you're rolling out a new system. How often once you roll out the system does it just work, right? It doesn't. In our industry, we call that a startup. Most things in reality sound great in our heads, and we can sit down and do so much, in theory, and then eventually you have to actually do it. And then when you actually go to start it, it rarely, if ever, goes the way you had planned or intended. And this, like any other, no surprise, didn't go like we intended. Lots of things we didn't consider and or just didn't know about the machine because we didn't have the machine. And so naturally, you just kind of deal with them one at a time as you kind of come across them. You got to be patient with it, though. That's the hard part, because a lot of people going into this stuff, a lot of people want to rush it, and they want to say, there's this tendency, and I did it myself for the longest time. There's tendencies I'm going to go there, I'm going to get this done, and I'm going to leave. So you go in there with this expectation, and that's a huge mistake to walk into almost any situation with expectations. But when you walk in with expectations like that you're going to complete it, you can get really stressed out about the little things that come up. And really, that's like life, It's like we have these expectations because we either don't want to be there longer than we have to, or we don't want to do something longer than we need to. And so as a result, we're like, oh, it'll be fine. I'll just go there. This'll happen. I'll be gone. It'll be great, And then when it doesn't go that way, we're really just setting ourselves up for disappointment. So really didn't get a whole lot done on it, but we got stuff done. And really that's the important thing. We didn't hit a unfixable wall or some issue that basically just put a stop on the entire project. And that's the kind of stuff you don't want to happen when you do a startup, You absolutely don't want to be put into a situation where you can't do anything about it. It's out of your hands, So I'm going to wait to hear back from the customer. There was part of the machine that needed to be reworked. And today I'm going to go in and I'm going to work on my website stuff. Hopefully fix our credit card processing this morning because I believe it has been negatively affecting our sales. Right now we can only accept PayPal, which I hate PayPal these days because they absolutely refuse to let you use your credit card numbers. Have you guys noticed this? They just make them vanish. Mysteriously, your credit cards on file vanish during checkout only on certain checkouts at certain times. And then you want to try to use your credit card and they're iffy about it, or it just just vanishes. The shopping cart doesn't check out properly. And what they want to get you to do is use either your PayPal balance or to use your checking account. And you know why? Because they don't have to pay a fee to credit card companies if you use those. And so as long as you're using their service and their transactions, then they save 3 to 5% on every single transaction. So it's in PayPal's best interest to make sure you don't use your credit card. So that being said, we got customers who are probably trying to check out and want to use their credit card, and they're confused because their credit card won't work. I literally, the other day, to use my credit card on PayPal, I had to check out as a guest. I could not, after logging into my account, under any circumstances, pay with my credit card. I had to log out of PayPal, and I had to manually enter my credit card information and check out through PayPal as a guest because there was no other way for me to use my credit card. That's ridiculous. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.